Okay, so not a deathmatch, but instead a bit of a puzzle. Going to be the first one of these I've done. I'll put it to the children, but everyone else can have a go as well. And the way we're going to work out these puzzles is there's a couple of choices on the hero side and a couple of choices on the enemy side. But when it comes to rolling dice, you basically have pools of 6. So you must use all dice, so a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5 or a 6, and then you can use the next pool. So we're not rolling randomly for anything, it's set by the puzzle. And there's one set of pools for the heroes, one set of pool for the enemy. And I'll show an example in the thread about this. So what's the enemy? Well, the enemy, as you walk through the Forest of the Dead, is a Spectral Horde. There you go, a series of ghostly figures. Put it over there as far away as we can. There is the Spectral Horde sheet, just in case you can't see it. It's got Terror 1, so each hero starting activation takes 1 horror hit on that tile. Spectral, which for the purposes of this gives it armor 4 or more. When it gets damaged, you roll the dice for each damage. If you get 4 or more, you ignore that 1 point. Life Drain, if it rolls a 6 on its to hit, it heals a wound and also ignores defense of the hero it's attacking. Its combat is equal to the target's spirit skill +2, and its defense is equal to their cunning. It hits on melee hits on 4 or more, doing 2 damage each. It has 10 health. That is the enemy we're up against. The 2 choice of heroes, who will be appearing obviously there, because that's how they've explored this room. On the one hand, there is the Sumo. Oh, there we go, Sumo. Let's back off a bit. There you go. So yes, if you can, basically, I think the things that are relevant for this is the skill sets up there, because it obviously refers to the Spectral Horde's abilities and the melee to hit, the health. I think we don't necessarily have to worry about the push, because you'll see why in a moment. But you do have to think about the fact that its combat is +1 combat with each open hand they have. Okay, so that's the Sumo. Initiative 2, skills over there. Sumo starts with a Moashi, which is whenever you kill a hero, recover a grit on the d6 roll of 5 or 6, which is somewhat pointless for this puzzle, but never mind. The alternative hero, in this case, is the Enforcer, who starts with skills as per, initiative 2, and the endurance of 4. So can't take more than 4 wounds from any blow. Again, not particularly mattering at this point, because the Spectral Horde doesn't actually deal 4 damage. But it hits on a 3 or more rather than a 4 or more, but has less health, 10 rather than 20. And sanity is about the same at 10, although willpower is only 5. So that's the Enforcer. The Enforcer starts with an Enforcer Club. However, as you can see, somewhat pointless for the points of this, because the enemy is a large enemy. But it does have the Shoulder Tattoo, a +2 health, and once per adventure can fully heal themselves. There is then, for each of them, a choice of either Battle Gloves for +1 cunning and once per adventure do 3 damage to one of your hits, or a Secret Blade for 3 attack once per fight, which does d6 wounds ignoring defense and armor. So one of those, get to pick which one you want for either of the heroes, depending which hero you pick, and equally they get to pick one of the following. Either the Splintered Spear, which you can discard when it's equipped to do d6 damage, extra d6 damage to one of your combat hits, or the Akuma Mask, which means you are immune to fear and terror and +2 sanity. So depending on which hero you want, either the Sumo or the Enforcer, who both appear there, the puzzle is how to kill the Spectral Horde whilst taking the least amount of damage, both health and sanity. I think I've got an idea of how to do it, so that's what I'm going to post in the comments, but if anyone else can puzzle out a better way than me, feel free. I don't think it matters too much, but just so people know, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces. So the Spectral Horde, which is the 4th course, will go first and move to attack, wherever it is. Other than that, I think that is the puzzle laid out. Good luck. Let's see if anyone can get better than I did.